It's coffee time! This mug has actually become one of my favorite mugs because before, like, I've had this mug for a while, but I was using it for craft supplies, like not anything that would make this toxic to drink out of, obviously. Not like, oh yeah, I was storing all my glues in there. Some of them might have leaked. It's whatever. But I was putting, like, scissors, obviously, and, like, pliers, like my jewelry pliers and things like that. I was putting all of those in there. And now I'm using it as an actual mug, and it's kind of great because it's so understated and weird. Like, it just says mustache scissors on it. That's all it says. Like, if you never saw that live stream where mustache scissors came from, then it just makes no sense. Like, it's just the silliest mug. Like, why would a person own that? And that's why I love it. That's why it's endeared itself to me. But anywho, so it is Monday, which means that I went in and did Daily Bite. This was our first time doing Daily Bite a little bit later than usual because it's turned out that we do Daily Bite really early. And we do it early enough that we don't have enough time to find out any big news stories before we do Daily Bite for the day of, right? So Daily Bite is always news from the previous day. So our producer, Alex, was like, look, I think that we should try doing Daily Bite at 9 instead of 8 because by then new stuff will have dropped in the morning. And I was like, all right, yeah, we can try that. My primary concerns, were that everybody else shows up to the office at 9. Like, 9 is the general work call time. So it concerned me about noise problems, like people laughing outside and us having to redo takes, etc., etc. So that was a concern. Also, just the fact that most of the time we do as many filmings as possible in the morning. So it would mean that we were robbing everyone of an extra hour that they could be filming in the morning by just, like, discarding the 8 o'clock slot that nobody else wants, right? So, you know, just things like that. I was like, I don't know whether or not this is going to work, but we'll see. It went fine today, but it did wind up that we had to do 2 things at once because they needed to film a review show, and they also needed to do over-the-shoulder gameplay for mobile show. So, like, we were filming both of those at once, whereas if we had come in at 8, then we could have done mobile over the shoulder and then the review show, you know, and it was fine. It was one of those weird overlaps where we were like, oh, oops. But, you know, we're going to try out the 9 o'clock call time the whole week and see what happens. And hopefully it works out. That would be nice to have an extra hour of sleep, but, or even get up at the same time, but just have more time at home to, like, eat breakfast and things. But, I don't know. I don't know whether that's going to happen. Oh my gosh, guys. In Monster Hunter, I made my first, actually made my first set of armor. It was very exciting. Well, I can't say it was a set. I made, like specific armor pieces because I had stuff. Like, I killed the Great Jaggy, and so I was able to make, like that weird, like, Jaggy dress. So I have, like, a big Jaggy skirt now. And then there were boots that I was able to make that look kind of like, where the bottoms look kind of like cat paws, and I was like, oh my gosh, on my journey to become the greatest cat monster hunter ever. So I had to buy and make those, but now I've used up, like, all of my materials. But I have so many, like, pelts and hides that are just sitting in my item box that I'm like, oh gosh, I just need to figure out what all I need to make some cool stuff and then just make that. So I'm hoping that as I get, like, bigger and bigger monsters, sorry, the cats are fighting each other. I was hoping that as I get, like, bigger and bigger monsters, I'll be able to make cooler and cooler armor. Like, that would make sense in the general progression of the game. But, yeah, I'm excited. I really want the Jaggy, like, hat, though. There are 2 hats. One of them is, like, better for gunners, and one of them is better for blade masters, and I use a switch axe. So I'm like, okay, I need the one that's better for blade masters, but I need to kill another Great Jaggy to do it. I was like, dang it, curses. So we'll see. I need to go hunt some Jaggies, see what happens. But I really like that game, you guys. Like, I wasn't sure whether that game or Pokemon was going to really, like, capture my attention. and Monster Hunter, like, I've been playing Pokemon before bed, and Monster Hunter has been, like, I constantly think about how much I want to play Monster Hunter. Like, it's very weird, because I was not expecting to like that game at all. And now I'm, like, zoned in. I'm, like, going to everybody in the office that I know that has Monster Hunter and being like, do you want to be my friend? Should we, like, hunt together? I'm so excited. Oh, man. But, yeah. Strippin's in town right now, and he's, like, super big into Monster Hunter. And I was like, oh, my gosh, could we play Monster Hunter together? And he was like, I don't think so, because, like, the games are region locked, I guess. So that kind of sucks. But, yeah. Like, everybody, anybody that I know that I can play Monster Hunter with, let's play Monster Hunter. Like, I'm so jazzed about it. I love it. But, yeah. So I came home and played some Monster Hunter. I did the dishes, which really needed to happen. The problem is that, like, I'll have a very small amount of dishes in there, but then I'll go, this is literally what happens, like, all the time. I'll have almost no dishes in there, but then I'll change out the coffee. Like, I'll make new coffee, so there will be grounds just in there, like, leftover grounds from, because my thing is a grinder and brewer, so, like, I'll wash out the grinder, and so there will be, like little ground bits everywhere, and then I'll pour out any coffee that's left over, if there's any coffee left over from the actual thing, the actual glass thingy, and that'll get everywhere, and I'm just like, now these things that were slightly dirty are completely filled with coffee bits. I'm just like, and then that gets so gross looking because it just looks like everything is muddy. It's so nasty. So I need to stop doing that. I need to stop just like controlled pouring, you know? Hey. Yeah, so I played some Monster Hunter. I recorded some Stanley Parable. That game is hella weird. It is hella weird. I also recorded some more Sherlock Holmes, so I'm excited about that. I mean, I mostly just like worked all day today. Just work. But I did get to have some of those delicious burritos. So the office is really close to, not super close. It's like a 10-minute walk to this really good burrito place that has abysmal service. It's like one of those like give and takes. You're just like, I'm gonna keep coming here because your burritos are fantastic, but my God, like it's always the same woman that's working there. I'm pretty sure it's family owned. So there's like the one dude in the back who's making the burritos or whatever you order, and then the one woman who's always working there, who's always the only waitress there. And so it doesn't matter if there are tons of people or you're the only people left in there. The likelihood of you getting something that you ask for is like 50%. Like, I went there with Jeannie because I was like, Jeannie, I'm really hungry. Do you want to get lunch with me? And she was like, do you want to go on a date? And I was like, yeah, should we go on a date? Can we get burritos? And she was like, oh my gosh, best date ever. So we went and got burritos. And like the whole time, we felt so bad because we were constantly asking for things. Like, she was like, let me bring you your chips. Do you want to pay an extra $1 and get guacamole? And we were like, yeah, that sounds good. So she came with chips and guacamole. And we were like, wait, but where's the salsa? And so Jeannie was like, can we get salsa? And she was like, oh, yeah. And so she left, and like forever later we got salsa. And Jeannie asked for water at one point because we never got waters. She was like, can we get waters? And she was like, oh, yeah. And we got waters, like, at the end of our meal. It was just so silly. But when we left, I was just like, man, that place, the service is so bad, but the burritos are so good. Like, what do you do? There's nothing to be done about it. But what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Watson has found there's, like, a little plastic thing that she plays with constantly, and I'm always worried that she's gonna, like, hurt herself on it, and I don't know why I think that. It's just like a little plastic wrapper that she loves, that she plays with all the time. I'm so worried, I guess, that she's going... Oh my God, she's playing it right now. Hold on, let me show it to you. Maybe this will explain why I feel this way. Here, I'm taking this from you. I love you. Thank you. So she always plays with this. I don't know what this is from. I don't know how she got it. I don't understand. But, like... she plays with this all the time, as you can probably tell from all of the bite marks, and for some reason I'm always concerned that she's going to try to eat part of it. And I'm like, don't eat this. She's never tried to. I just... Come here. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face. Oh my gosh. Plastic. Oh my gosh, it's so fun and it makes such great noises. Ah! Is that dangerous? Like, I can't tell. I can't tell if it's dangerous for her to play with that, but she's been playing with it constantly. I don't know. It's really cute when she plays with it, so I don't want to take it away. I don't know. Anywho, yeah, that was my day. And now I'm going to go play more Monster Hunter and export a Sherlock and put that up. But I hope that you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.